love Tennessee, man. I moved here a couple years ago.
And so we begin this Jackass video at the Opry Mills Mall in Nashville, Tennessee. They've got a rainforest cafe here. Had no idea. Also, Madame Tussauds is here. Wow. And an aquarium restaurant. That's cool. They have one of the largest Bass Pro Shops I've ever seen. We'll have to peek our head in there. I'm always popping my head into Bass Pro Shops whenever I see them. All right, guys, so I just drove almost 3 hours because I'm about to see a movie. Yeah, I drove 3 hours from Knoxville all the way to Nashville because I am here to see Jackass Best and Last. There's a Regal Cinema on the backside of the Opry Mills Mall. Before the movies, before the sold-out premieres, there was just a group of guys on MTV doing things nobody had ever seen before. Somehow, it became one of the biggest pop culture phenomena of the 2000s. Groundbreaking, revolutionary, hardcore. Oh my gosh, look away from the screen. I can't believe they did that. If you grew up watching Jackass, you probably remember gathering around the TV with your friends, laughing until it hurt, quoting it the next day at school. And today, I'm stepping back. I drove almost 3 hours to get here from Knoxville, hometown of Johnny Knoxville, and now myself. Today, we're stepping back into the world as we head into another Jackass movie. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I'm Tampa J, and this is the 6th Jackass movie out in theaters right now. Movies deserve to be watched in the theater. That's how they were intended. Side note, if you count Bad Grandpa, this is Jackass number 6. They're calling it Best and Last. And I had to see this movie in the theater. And little did I know till like yesterday, Steve-O, I follow Steve-O on Instagram, he released that he was going to be at the 450 screening right here at the Opry Mills Regal on the back side of the mall. So that's what sparked this idea. I was like, let me drive all the way to Nashville and possibly see Steve-O and watch Jackass with him. I hope he shows up. So that's the reason why I'm watching it here. If I didn't see that, I would have watched it at my local Regal over in Knoxville and Farragut on the east side of Knoxville. Or no, wait, west side. We've seen a movie there before. Johnny Knoxville has actually been to that movie theater to premiere his Dukes of Hazzard movie way back in the day. And of course, Johnny Knoxville from the Knoxville. Last summer, I did the filming locations of a Jackass episode filmed at Eddie's Auto Parts. That building's still there today. That was so cool. I got to see where Johnny Knoxville went to high school and played baseball. You might remember that episode. Just kind of setting up my history with the show. My friends, my cousin, we had a camera, and man, Jackass, whether you like it or not, it was an inspiration to us, and thankfully we all came out safely. A lot of people didn't, but that show was so big and so revolutionary, groundbreaking. A lot of YouTube videos were inspired by Jackass and entire channels, and you can't argue that. And it's so cool that this is the 6th movie. They're calling it the last. I doubt it. We'll see. It's called Jackass Best and Last. And if I had an opportunity to watch this movie with Steve-O, I was going to jump all over it. So here we are at the Opry Mills Mall, the theater just over there. Also, Regal Cinemas is from Tennessee. The corporate home is in Knoxville, if you didn't know. Another side note. So, movie starts at 4:50. It is, it's 4:20. And I'm gonna get over to the theater. I was rushing to get out here. Not rushing too much, just kind of taking my time. And I hope to get Steve-O in the video. I hope he shows up. If he doesn't, it's just gonna be my experience watching Jackass and exploring this theater. The mall closes at 7. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out in time to come back and walk through it, but I plan on coming back here. There's a lot of stuff to do here. I was at the Opryland Hotel for my first and last time back in January 1994. I have it on videotape. My family was coming back from our first Florida trip, and we went to the Grand Ole Opry Hotel, and we went to Opryland. I don't think that's here anymore. And we watched the debut of, get this, right over here, the debut of Faith Hill. It was like Hot Country Nights or something. It was a taping of a televised show. That kind of ties in. Jackass is a show. But yeah, that went right over here. George Jones himself, the possum, was on that stage with Faith Hill that night. I'll never forget it. And I got to come back and talk about that. But for now, I'm going to shut up. I did a Jackass thing today. I'm going to a movie alone, drove 3 hours because hopefully Steve-O shows up. That's going to be the video. Thanks for being here, guys. There's so much ahead. Let's get going. All right, check it out. I came to the backside of the mall. Right there is the Grand Ole Opry Hotel and the Grand Ole Opry. It sits right next to the movie theater, Regal Opry Mills 20. This is a gigantic movie theater. I haven't been to one this big in a while. I think it was Knoxville. Over here is the actual Grand Ole Opry House. So I was just referencing where I was there in 1994. So after the movie here, I'll walk over there and check that out, because wow, I haven't been there in a long time. Advertising Scary Movie here. Here you go, here's where you enter. Also, I haven't seen Masters of the Universe yet. I've heard great things. That might be the next thing I watch. This parking lot, this mall here on this Sunday is super slammed. It was hard to find a spot to park. Also, I think this is where you enter to enter Dave & Buster's. Wow, this is a huge mall. Also, I haven't seen Michael yet, or Scary Movie, and of course, Toy Story 5. Here we are. This is so cool to see the neon. This is, okay, so this is actually an anchor. Dave & Buster's and Regal Opry Mills is the last anchor on this side of the mall. Man, that popcorn smells so good. This place is cool. I purchased my tickets ahead of time. Looks like they might just scan it right here. All right, we got the Mandalorian popcorn bucket. That's cool. Also, they got a little Grogu here. Here's like a party set for Masters of the Universe. Some Grogu cups, geeky tikis. Also, I think Supergirl's coming out this weekend, right? June 26th. Yeah, look at that. Supergirl. We gotta watch that too. If you get too cold in the theater, they got movie night blankets here for you. Also a little thermos cup. Regal might have the most candy selection I've seen in a theater. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Sour Patch Kids, because I'm getting a combo. Large popcorn, large drink, and a candy. All right, here we are, theaters 11 through 20. I am in Jackass 20, there it is right there. Yeah, we're gonna head that way. So it came out to precisely $33 for this combo. And that's probably why people don't go to the movies too often anymore. I get it, I get it. When we were kids, we made it a treat. Every Friday night, my parents took us. Now, we're talking about the 90s, so didn't cost too much back then. But with inflation, yeah, what am I saying? Inflation's probably made it even worse. All right, here we are, 450 Jackass. All right, so I am actually sitting in the front row. It's actually not too bad. We're quite a ways from the screen here. That was perfect timing. I just sat down, got my popcorn and my Sour Patch Kids.
This is your chance to see some of the best, scariest, most legendary horror movies ever made, where they belong, in theaters. Be part of the Fangoria Staff Picks community with bonus content, deeper cuts, and more every month. Plus special merch and surprises for true horror fans, including extra perks for Regal Crown Club members. After the screening, join the online community to dive deeper into the films that define the genre. If you love horror, the 13th is your night. Every single month, starting April 13th, only at Regal. Get your tickets now online or on the Regal app. See you on the 13th.
That's cool. Creature feature. All right, the door's opening up. They paused the trailers. And they put Jackass Best Last.
How's it going, brother?
Steve-O! Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, dude!
Yeah!
What's up, Nashville?
What's up, Steve-O?
Alright. First off, I want to tell you guys I love you. I love Tennessee, man. I moved here a couple years ago, and I'm very grateful to call myself a resident of Tennessee. I'm also super grateful for this movie and you guys all being here. How many of you guys got your tickets because you found out that I was going to introduce the film?
Yeah. Instagram.
I was going to watch it, I promise.
Nice.
Watch it anyway.
You know, candidly, Paramount Pictures asked me to go out and introduce the film for that very reason. It's not been doing super well at the box office. But who cares, man? The movie's awesome. It's, yeah, it's really something special if you ask me. And apparently the critics even agree. because it debuted with 95% fresh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where it stands right now, but last I heard it was 92, which is pretty cool. Especially considering it's like a greatest hits movie, you know? You'd think that the critics would totally over it for that. But hey, man, it's put together, I would say, masterfully. And it represents, like, damn near 3 decades of our lives. I don't even recognize me in the movie. Like, I really don't, man. There's so many years represented, but the one thing that remains constant throughout that whole time is the joy that we've had for this, man. It tickles us, dude.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we're literally rolling on the floor, laughing from the depths of our souls. And I just don't think that you could pretend to be that joyful. I don't think it would work, you know? Now, I've been introducing this film over and over. And one thing I've been particularly enjoying sharing is my experience at the premiere, which was 4 nights ago. I was sitting next to my father, who was sitting next to his new wife, a lovely Peruvian woman. I've got nothing bad to say about her, but Jackass is not her bag of tea. So as the movie played, my stepmom became increasingly uncomfortable. And that discomfort switched to frustration. And I would dare say anger. By the end of the movie, my dad and my stepmom got up and stormed the out. It was obvious they were unhappy. I even said, "Oh, my dad's over it," you know, as they walked out. So then, in the lobby of the theater, after the premiere, my dad came up to me and he said, "Rubeth is not a happy camper. That movie was too much. Too much with the pain and the gross. It was," I think he said, "distasteful." Yeah, it's too much. And I thought to myself, how the did we not get this on camera to cut it as a promo, you know? But, yeah. Like, all kidding aside, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude, man. Jackass was culturally significant. And I just don't even know what I did to deserve to be a part of something so special. And now, I mean, it's been over. Like, it really could not be more absolutely the final movie, man. Like, it was over as fuck. And considerably long enough over that people aren't showing up this week. But those of you who are here, man, you guys are the real fans, and I just appreciate you so much. I could say that we did this just for ourselves more than anything, but it's for the fans. And I think it's an epic movie, but don't take it from me. And don't take it from Rotten Tomatoes. Take it from my dad. Ladies and gentlemen, the movie you're about to see is too much. It's too much. And we wouldn't have it any other way. So enjoy it. I love you.
Yeah, love you, Steve-O. Thank you. That was awesome. All right, so that was so cool. I had a feeling he would do that in front of front row, and we got that right. So thank you, Steve-O.
My finger went in it.
Andrew, do not attempt any of the stunts you have just seen.
All right, I haven't laughed that hard for that long in a long time. Look at that, Steve-O showed up. He talked for a good 5 minutes. That whole entire experience was one of the best movie theater experiences I have ever gotten. Jackass Best and Last. It's just like the title says, the best of Jackass from the show, every single movie, and the last skits all together, and the crowd was just loving it. There were so many moments like I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. I have never looked away from the screen from watching a Jackass movie that much. I just kept looking down. I don't even know how I was eating my popcorn at some of those moments, but I guess I was just hungry. This is a Jackass movie you don't want to miss if you like the other ones, of course. It's a mature audience viewing, so I wouldn't take the kiddos, of course. If you have an open mind, if you have I would say a great sense of humor, you're gonna really enjoy this. And it was a little sad because Johnny said multiple times that this is the last one. And I know he said that before, but he teared up a little bit, a little spoiler alert there. But go see it in the theater, see it with a crowd, laugh together. That's what the theaters are all about. Putting your phone away and just enjoying a movie, a moment, whether it's drama, whether it's a comedy, an adventure. Enjoying that with strangers, and laughing with strangers is some of the best medicine that I have found. And I just disappeared for almost 2 hours in there, and it was so cool to be here to see Steve-O introduce the movie. He talked for a good 5 minutes, and I've never done that before. That's a big day for this movie. I've been to a couple of small movie releases, but nothing this big. So that was really surreal to see someone in the movie introduce it on the opening weekend. He said just 5 days ago he was at the red carpet premiere in Hollywood. I love the fact that he said he's enjoying living here in Tennessee, because I am too, so I totally get that. And I was very grateful that I could come over here today and get this whole experience. I hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, so the mall is still open, and we got some time. I think it closed at 7. We got 15 minutes. Let's explore this mall a little bit. We got Dave & Buster's right there. All right, this is called the X-Cave Zone. They've got all kinds of stuff you can ride. Check out these giant robots that you can get into. I would love to see this go. I would love to do this. This is cool. Check this out, Slick City Action Park. I think they just opened one of these in East Tennessee. That's really cool. There's so much stuff you can do in this mall. It's a dry slide park. It looks amazing. And the last mall I was in was the Monroeville Mall, and I'll tell you what, this is a much different looking mall, and it's alive. No dead mall here. We have aquarium and underwater dining adventure. Cool. I'm gonna have to come back and try out all these attractions. And then across the way, check it out, Madame Tussauds and Great Big Game Show. Oh, check it out, you have to walk through a shark tunnel to get to your table. All right, definitely have to check this out sometime. All right, it's all closed up, but we can peek through Madame Tussauds. Or is it Madame Tussauds? How do you say it? I say Tussauds. I say that kid Rock. Oh, we got the king over here. Check it out. The king, baby. Elvis Presley right here. Hello, Elvis. Good to see you. Is it Madame Tussauds or is it Madame Tussauds? I think I always say Tussauds, but I think it's Tussauds. There's also a Rainforest Cafe in here somewhere. We've got 9 minutes to the mall closes. I want to make sure I can get back to where I entered. Hopefully they don't kick me out on the opposite side. It's sugar. It says sugar here. And guess what? They got a whole lot of sugar in there. It's a candy store. Whoa, those are cool. I'd drive it. Reminds me of Crazy Taxi. Oh, look at that. Toys R Us. Cool. I'm glad that's back. It's not the same, but it's back. All right, they got a Johnny Rockets. Now this takes me back to high school. Citrus Park Mall. Rest in peace, Johnny Rockets. It's not there anymore. I remember visiting there on my birthday a couple years ago and talking about how my brother, all my friends, we'd go to the mall, Citrus Park Mall, to see a movie, and we'd always get Johnny Rockets before we went in. That's a cool sign. This is the coolest Johnny Rockets I've ever seen. Yeah, straight up classic 50s diner. Cosmic mini golf in play. Whoa, check this out. This might be the coolest mall. Whoa. There's so much going on in here. A Great American Cookies, but not like the Great American Cookies I know. Usually it's like red, white, and blue checkered tile. This one's been refreshed. I've never seen an Old Navy outlet before, specifically in a mall. We've got German roasted nuts. It doesn't smell like nuts anymore. But, oh, they do have some. I think they've shut down for the night. I have not seen an Abercrombie & Fitch store in quite some time. It's still alive here in Tennessee. And here's the access from the mall to the Bass Pro Shop, which looked pretty gnarly. Let's pop our head in real quick. I just don't want to get locked out. No, they said no. They're locking the door right now. They're trying to get people out. They've got a Smith Creek Moonshine Distillery in here. That's fitting. I would expect nothing less. Also a Pepper Palace. We have a ton of Pepper Palaces in East Tennessee, Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. Now the photo booths, man, they are so much different than they used to be, right? That's pretty cool, huh? And you got your good old-fashioned massage chairs, which I recently just did one of these. If I had more time, I would definitely sit there and get a massage. All right, I'm gonna say that's the Rainforest Cafe right there. Giant mushroom, dead giveaway. Wow, cool. I think the snake's moving. This is so cool. The only Rainforest Cafe I've been to, actually I've been to two. I've been to one at Downtown Disney, at Disneyland, and the one at Animal Kingdom. That's it. Oh wow, it's an animatronic hippo. Sorry, Hungry Hippo, they're closing. That's so cool. Kind of sounds like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, sorry. Snake's moving just a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's scary. All right, they're closing up shop in here, but I'm just gonna take a quick peek for you. Check out the fruit tree. I would expect nothing less. This is definitely a Rainforest Cafe. I can smell the chlorine. And it's split back there by the Johnny Rockets. And what it does is the mall giant hallway loops around right here. And now we're heading back toward the Johnny Rockets and then the Regal Theater. This is one of the largest malls I've personally been into. I think I walked a mile this far from one end to the other. It felt like a mile. All right, this is the largest Five Below I've ever seen. Too bad it's all closed up. They've got a Peppa Pig photo booth. Hey, I've never seen that before. Smile for the camera. Okay, across from the Build-A-Bear workshop, you gotta have a Build-A-Bear. You have a Barbie vending machine. No joke, look at this. Looks like a lot of people have purchased. Got a nice little touch screen. All the prices here. You even can buy the accessories up here on the top shelf. That's pretty neat. I've never seen that before. Barbie vending machine. And then the other side, you got a Hot Wheels vending machine. This one's like fully stocked. Even got some Fast and the Furious in there for you. Cool. Brought to you by Mattel, of course, and the Lego store. Gotta have a Lego store. This is like an indoor Disney Springs. That's what it's reminding me of. Okay, found the food court. Oh my gosh. Food court's massive. And a carousel right smack dab in the middle of the food court. I would expect nothing less. Let's see, it looks like $6 a rider to ride the carousel. Yeah, Sparrow. You know the mall's still alive when it's got a Sparrow. Heck yeah, Sparrow, Burger King, Panda Express, Chili's, a few names among many. All right, I made it back to the Johnny Rockets and they have put all the chairs up on the tables. It's closing time. We have overstayed our welcome. All right, we made it out of the mall. Roughly 7:20. Got the Grand Ole Opry Hotel over there. As I said I would do, I'm gonna walk over here. Trip down memory lane for me. So we were coming back from Florida. It was the first time we went to Florida, Universal Studios, Disney World, end of December 1993 into 1994. I've recently found footage of that, video footage. Someday I will come back and break all of that down for you. But here we are at the Grand Ole Opry. So I remember specifically seeing the wall of Opryland. So without doing research, I believe that's where the mall is today, the Opryland theme park. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. I could look it up, but this is so cool to be back here. I remember this specifically because this is a great memory for me, because there was a moment, there was a taping of, I think it was like Hot Country Nights, and we've got pictures of it. I'll look it up, but we were on a live taping of a show. George Jones took the stage. I think Billy Ray Cyrus was there. It was Faith Hill's debut, and during the commercial breaks, the cameraman, we were sitting right by one of the cameras, he allowed me to get up and work the actual television camera. And I remember that. I was like, wow, this is so cool. I would love to do this someday. And in that moment right there, it sparked my desire for video. Always remember that. I've referenced that before. So it was right in there. Welcome to country music's biggest stage, Opry 100, Grand Ole Opry House. I haven't been to the Ryman Auditorium yet, the old school one in Nashville. I want to go to that. Maybe come back here one day. Be cool to relive those memories. The Opry shop. I think it might be closed up though. Let's see. It's open in the breezeway. We got June and Johnny Cash. Look at that. Johnny Cash Museum. Love that spot. Oh, this is nice. All right, lots of Grand Ole Opry merchandise in here, of course. Also, this is where you exit the theater, exit through the gift shop, so that's cool. Yeah, there's a show going on because I hear an applause. Tune in for a big time every Saturday night, Grand Ole Opry. The Grand Ole Opry is officially 101 years old, 1925. And look at this, front and center. She has her own section right here up front. This is all Dolly Parton. Just several days ago, guess where we were? Dolly Parton's new truck stop. And I don't remember this stuff. It's unique to the store. Unless I missed it. Here we go, Dolly behind the scenes. Here's one of the posters when Dolly Parton performed at the Grand Ole Opry to celebrate her 50 years back in 2019. It's a cool souvenir. There you go, 100 years of the Grand Ole Opry, Nashville, Tennessee. Kind of looks like Hank Williams there. So I Googled it. Tonight playing at the Grand Ole Opry right now behind me, Rhett Akins, Billy Dean, Lori Morgan, Walker Montgomery, Leroy Parnell, Carlisle Wright, and Daly and Vincent. I don't know most of those names. I know Rhett Akins and Lori Morgan and Walker Montgomery. What a video, right? Jackass to country music, Steve-O, all right here. We were meant to be here today. Also, Vince Gill was here in the theater, the Grand Ole Opry, the night that we were here. Just all came back to me. It is almost 9 o'clock back in East Tennessee, 8 o'clock here. So I'm gonna head towards my car and start my journey home. What'd you guys think about the experience back at the theater? What'd you guys think about the mall and the Opry? I look forward to coming back and experience some of these attractions inside the Opry Mills Mall. That would be fun, much ahead. Look at that, sunset. It's gonna go down under the trees. A Nashville sunset, right by the flowers too. And there's the Gaylord Opryland Hotel, which I have a lot of pictures of us visiting that on that same day. We visited the Opryland Hotel and then we went over to the Grand Ole Opry to watch that production. All right, guys, thank you. I'm gonna keep this one kind of short. I got a 3-hour drive back home, so gotta get moving. It's gonna be a late night, but that's all right. Thank you for sticking to the end. What'd you think about the video? If you're new here, feel free to subscribe below and come on back. I do a lot of stuff. I never put this channel inside a box, and when I say I do a lot of stuff, I do a lot of different type of content on the YouTube channel here you're watching. So look forward to so much more. As I always say, there's much ahead and there's also much behind. It's always a pleasure having you guys here. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. You never know what we're gonna do or what's gonna pop up. This was a great experience. It was so worth driving 3 hours. I would have drove 5. 6 maybe. 7, I don't know. That's a little too far. I don't know, I would have done it. It's Steve-O. Thank you, Steve-O. Give it up for Steve-O. That's so awesome that he did that. And I hope the movie does better. It's hilarious. And make sure you go on an empty stomach and don't eat too much popcorn like I did, because it might not make it, it'll make it down, but it might not come back out. I'll just save it right there. It's a Jackass movie, guys. Fair warning. Okay, I'm rambling. See you guys. Please know that you're awesome, that you're loved, and no matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. And this is starting to become a thing in the bonus features. I think I parked in the same spot I did last time. Tennessee's first In-N-Out burger. Yeah, that's right. That popcorn wore itself off. It's time for a double animal style. And pretty soon there will be an In-N-Out burger in East Tennessee in Knoxville. Look at that. Look at that sky there in the neon. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching my bonus features. Just have to trust me on the burger. I'm gonna eat it. Trust me, I'll eat it. Bye.